Hot damn! Let's go, gang. It's time. Spawning up here in the top right-hand side. His name is Hunter. Happy 8th birthday? Oh, this replay was from the StarCraft 2's 8th birthday patch. Nice. Down here in the bottom left-hand side, the Blue Protoss, the man who's gonna make fireworks happen this game. A sewer mermaid, the bringer of the cannons, the recall addict. He is Florencio. He's got a lot of titles. Yeah, the recall addict, bringer of the cannons, he who will lie to you in the video game, the expander to the corner of the map, forge and gateway going down. Look at this cheeky little fucker. This here probe is what Zerg players call a fuckwit. Now, the characteristics of a fuckwit are quite unique. Most importantly, the fuckwit will hide from its opponents, only coming in at the moment when it is ready to place down many pylons and photon cannons. Notice how it has been spotted by the Overlord, so this fuckwit is pretending to be just a regular probe. But it's not. It reveals itself at the last moment, going for the gas steal, and then returning to the low ground to unleash a wave of fuckery upon the unsuspecting Zerg. The Zerg sees the assimilator trick and sees the pylons and realizes indeed that he may be in the middle of a cucking. But Florencio, not going to let him respond, walls off with the pylons on the right-hand side, and the fuckwit probe is going to fulfill his destiny by building photon cannons not only that will kill his opponent's expansion, but they're also in range of the spawning pool. This is some ultimate fucking shitbag, dirty ways to play StarCraft, and he's doing it well. He's forced the cancel on the hatchery, their probes are running circles, a couple of randy drones over there trying to get up close and personal, but that probe, not gonna give him the time of day, is just gonna run away and say, don't touch me, mate. This probe trapped down here in a little glass cage of Protoss emotion, but it doesn't really matter, as the spine crawler goes down in range of the cannons, that spawning pool is going to get cucked. There's a roach warren on the way, but he's only got one gas. A hatch goes down on that side. This probe here rotating about, taking a glance. Back at home, chrono boosts on the probes. The gas is going down. Florencio really unleashing a wave of shit on his opponent. He says, hey buddy, come for a swim. Little did Hunter know that it was a swim in the sewer. Thought he was going to go down to the pool, had his goggles ready. He says, well, they are handy in the sewer. It stops you from getting shit in your eyes, which is kind of nice. But I personally thought we'd be going swimming at the pool, maybe in the lake, maybe at the beach. Florencio is like, nah, man, it's great though. Human excrement is nature's lubricant. Let's swim in it, buddy. It's good for your complexion and skin. Look, I don't have any acne. It's because I swim in the sewer. Hunter's like, I don't think that's worth it, buddy. You're a fucking freak. Florencio's like, nah, man, I'm already opening my own skincare line. It's called Le Sheet. It's gonna take over the market. It's gonna dominate. Everyone's gonna want to have Florencio's smooth, fucking essential skin. A couple of cannons going down on the third. That's the worst thing. You're a hatchery born into this world. First thing you see is one little erect pylon and two little round photon cannons nestled behind it. And you say, can you not, man? But Florencio says, nah, I can. And I will, because I'm a dickhead. Meanwhile, this spine crawler says, you know what is the natural predator of the pylon? A good old tentacle just fucking whacking away. Whack, whack, whack. Ooh, climaxes. The pylon loses the high ground vision, and Florencio has only got the assimilator in the base. But he's going to take out the third as well. Oh, and he's going for the tricky expand on his fifth base. What a fucking metagame god. Oh no, these roaches running out. One of them goes down. Hunter was like, fuck you, man. He's going to come forward and try to snipe that. The probe tries to spot the high ground, but good snipe there. Hunter was on point. These roaches have broken out. Those roaches from the high ground very slowly going to finally break out of here. And an expansion going up in the corner, which of course Florencio has already scouted. Is he going to try and cannon it when there's roaches already out on the map? He's Florencio. Why do I even ask? Of course he is. Hunter will break out, but Hunter really needs to get down to that fourth base or he's going to be in trubs. We've already got a Stargate down on the other side. Florencio is up on two bases already. Ravages are on the way. Ooh, is Hunter going to try and bust across this map? I think he might. Cannons going down at this base already. Two cannons starting up. The roaches, are they going to go? Oh, he saw that probe sitting next to the hatch. These cannons might be a bad idea. If he can't get the cancel on this hatch, that's a big wasted investment for Florencio, who cancels his nexus? The fuck? What? And then he... What? What? I think there's a little bit of science going on, guys. Sorry, I don't have the most scientific mind. Florencio there cancels the nexus and re-expands in the most random position possible, which the roaches and ravagers might even see when they're rallying past from defending this base. Pylons here still being cleaned up. Florencio, the enigma that he is going into a single Chad Ray for now. Building some shield batteries. He's a bit worried about this Ravager bust coming, so I think he was panicked after he saw the Ravagers. And he wanted more money for defense, but he didn't even spend that money on defense, right? Like, he had enough money to... Like, he immediately rebuilt the Nexus anyway. That was fucking bizarre, man. Florencio, as always, he's fucking unbroken. We need some, like, British code breakers in here from World War II and shit. We need fucking Alan Turing up in this bitch, alright? We need to create a supercomputer that figures out what the fuck is going on. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's what DeepMind is already doing. They're trying to create an AI that can understand the game half as well as Florencio does. Okay, all right. Fair enough. They'll get there. I don't think it'll happen overnight, though. Meanwhile, this Void Ray just happily letting this Overlord scout literally everything in the main base. And these Chads, yeah, they let the Overlord... Okay. Just, what? Lets the Overlord see everything. The Chads are finally moving out of the map. A couple of roaches and ravagers waddling around. I mean, this base being up is a big problem for Florencio. Florencio has just finished the natural. And are we going to see a beautiful, beautiful recall? Are we? Are we though? Oh, the Overlord was there. So he doesn't want to recall while the Overlord's watching, I guess. The Chad Rays are going to come in once again, sparing another... No, they're going to finally actually kill something that's in front of them. Hot damn. Florencio has decided the time is now. The Chad Ray is going to dive in. This is a 3-base Zerg. Florencio's got to do damage right fucking now. And he is going to do it. There we go. Spore Crawler goes down. He's going to try and focus down this hatch. That is a really good hatch to snipe down. There's spores in the main. There's not a lot of anti-air right now. But the Roaches and Ravagers are going to counter swing here. Meanwhile, probes building up on this expansion. This Chad Ray going to come out. Didn't notice the Roaches. That's a problem. That's a problem. You're going to need Void Rays at home. Florencio does, I believe, have recall on cooldown, though, so he can recall these Void Rays. This Void Ray finally catches on, realizes there's some Roaches on the way. There are 2 cannons, 2 shield batteries, and a Void Ray will be out shortly. So I think it should be enough to hang on. The Void Ray is going to meet up on the south side, going to try and Chad the fuck out of that expansion. It's not quite an alpha. There's only 3 of them. It's just a couple of mates for now. But they are going to come in and try to take down this hatch. That Spore Crawler in the open. It's going to take a lot of damage. Oh, the other Spore's trying to come forward to defend. Changes targets a little bit too early. Florencio refocuses it. He's going to go in again. The Queen backs off. She's just, oh, she's playing coy. She's trying to lure these Queens into the other Spore Crawler. There she goes up. She's like, all right, bit of back and forth, bit of back and forth. She keeps throwing these needles, but the third Chad comes back in. Florencio wants the snipe on this base, man. Pulling these weak ones to the north side. Uh-oh, that red hit point 1 getting very low. Ugh, this Queen is doing way too much work, man. Oh, Hydras are out as well. Oh no, Florencio's Chads are getting cucked right now. The Alpha Chads are the ones going to Dicktown, and they're going to be running away, tail between their legs, emasculated as they were by that defense. Behind this, 3 Stargates going to go down. This still will be, oh my god, this will be scouted by anything taking this path. Yet somehow Florencio is locked out. He's adding 3 Stargates on top of his already 1 Stargate production. 4 Stargates on a 1 1/4 base mining. Florencio with some absolute wizardry. He's going to recall these Void Rays over to the expansion along with the probes, isn't he? He's preparing. He's grouping up the Chads. Come on. Accidentally recalls one of his probes. Oh no, it wasn't a gas probe. It was just a mineral probe. And finally gets this base up and mining. 4 Chads are here. It's going to be another wave of Chads coming in. 3 spores, a 4th finishing, 2 Queens as well. This is a good army for Hunter, a good anti-air. Chads take out that first spore very quickly. That Queen takes a lot of damage. There's no transfuse ready just yet. You gotta be careful. That 1 Void Ray is very exposed, and this Hydra's coming in from the left-hand side as well. Oh, Florencio caught between a couple of Queens in a hard place. These Chad Rays taking big damage. They get the hatch, but where are they gonna run? The Hydras are gonna punish this. The Chad's trying to make a run for it. 1 more goes down, and yet again, 2 Chads barely get the fuck out of there. Just barely. Hunter loses the hatch. Lost that hatch earlier. It's almost rebuilt now. And the swap into oracles is happening. That's what I like to see. Fuck yeah. Gonna go mass oracle behind this is Florencio. The Chad Rays turn around. They're gonna go and try to counterattack that natural. There's only like 3 fucking hydras on the map and 3 queens, 2 of which are in the south, bottom part of the map. So even though he's rebuilding this hatch, he doesn't have a lot of anti-air at home. And if he loses that hatch again, that's going to be a disaster. Look at that with fucking gigantic. They cross the beams. These fucking 80s pop culture hating motherfuckers. Look at that. They give no fucks. Ah, oh, god damn it, man. You're going to fuck up reality or some shit. Alternate dimensions and stuff. There's going to be fucking ghosts leaking into this shit. Ah, fucking hell, man. They do get punished. They've damaged the hatch quite severely. One of them is going to get out of there for now. Behind this, 4 oracles are out. There's more on the way. The roaches and hydras looking for that void ray. Not going to be able to find it. We got a hatch over here. Those gases are all up. We've got this fucking hatch in the bottom right as well. It's just going to be oracles followed by more oracles. I mean, if you're not going to teabag your opponent with disruptors, you might as well get a bunch of floating disco balls and drop trousers and dance all over your opponent's face. So I think that's what Dancraft, aka Florencio, is going to be trying to do over here. Back at home, 4 cannons, 4 shield batteries. Yeah, there's no way you're busting through there, Hunter. Hunter catches this Chad out in the open. The hydras are on it. They've got the movement speed upgrade. They've got the movement speed upgrade, but they didn't actually have the range upgrade. It just kicked in now. That Chad going to go back into the fucking naughty corner. Over here, has a couple of peach blossoms to look at, so that's something. He's going to keep poking, looking for damage, but I feel like that spore crawler will destroy him if he commits at all. Oh, it's time. Okay, it's time. This void ray here, it's going to go down. The queen says, get fucked. But is there enough anti-air on this now? That's 4 spore crawlers. And hydras. Okay, hydras in the open, going to be a good choice. Florencio takes out 4 hydralisks. He's thinking about going for the spores, but I don't think that's the right idea here. There's a ton of spores in the main as well. Florencio, is he just going to shift click the drones? He's going to... Oh, he's going to click the hatch. You fucking maniac. Florencio avoids most of the spores. Pays a high price for it. Oh, fuck, he turns on his laser beam again. Grabs a few drones on the way out. Does get punished for that, though. Loses another 3 oracles and is reset back down to just 7 oracles. Of course, more rebuilding at home, adding more and more oracles. But unlike many of his opponents we've seen in previous games that get mega tilted in this scenario, Hunter has made the fucking grooved spines and the muscular augments upgrade. How many times have we seen a Zerg on 1.5 bases making 37 hydras with no upgrades half an hour into a ZVP against Florencio? We have seen it far too many times. It's kind of painful to watch, you know. And somehow Hunter still has not found this base down here. Can you believe it? This Zergling, if it moved anywhere besides there, it would see this. But it must have come right from the left and just sat right there. The roaches, ravages, and hydras thinking about breaking their way through. I don't know why he's killing that cannon. It's blocking the nexus. I think that pylon is as well, though. So he's going to have to kill that also if he wants to build a nexus here. This is not a great fight for Hunter. We're going to try and push through. There are 3 cannons here. Actually, might be able to break through. The oracles come in. Spore Crawler's getting zapped down here. Uh-oh. Florencio's just going to click on that hatch. He's trying to stay out of range of the Spore Crawlers, but they are kind of floating in, doing some nice advanced micro. That's definitely Neeb on the controller right now. Takes out the hatch. He's going to continue moving over, taking out a lot of these drones and hydras as they try and escape. Nice micro from Nebencio. Takes out a bunch of those drones, but his main base is forfeit. He's going to lose a lot of his important... he didn't really lose anything too important. He's got 3 Stargates. He's fine. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck about his main base. Look, he's just going to hide his probes and, like, recall them out. Yeah, boy. Yeah, recalls those probes to safety. Hunter comes in and is like, where the fuck are your workers, man? Were you on 1 base this whole time? Finally, a random Hydra just wanders in and is like, what the shit is this? Are you serious? He realizes that, of course, he has been played a little bit in this game. Is knocked back to just 33 drones is Hunter. No 3rd base in sight. And these Hydras are quite separated right now. Very vulnerable targets for these Oracles. If the Oracles can grab the Hydras separated in small clumps, they'll fuck them up. But if you get enough Hydras together, like 18 Hydras should beat 14 Oracles, I think. Or at least, maybe not beat... Actually, I think you probably need like 2 Hydras for every Oracle to really convincingly win the fight. Not sure what the exact numbers are. We've got 18 Hydras versus 14 Oracles right now. That is a scary, scary Oracle count. Forge is being rebuilt. This base is up mining gases as well. Hunter just trying to get out Hydras, trying to add that +1 range on the way. And Florencio says, you know what works as a transition off balls? It's making some more fucking balls. Mass disco ball, gonna dive on top of these hydras. He's gonna go for it. Oh, but his oracles weren't clumped. Half of them attack the roaches and ravages. Loses a few oracles. Good choice to disengage there from Florencio. And that's frightening. This is actually really frightening right now. That's a lot of hydras together. 15 oracles, 20 hydras, more hydras on the way. That third base. It's got spore crawlers there just waiting for it to finish so they can root. They need some creep, of course. The oracles, they find a pack of hydras on their own. They're going to dive on it. The revelation reveals that Hunter had split his army and just massacres a bunch of hydras there. Oh, the trail of Zerg tears right there. That was fucking terrible, man. A lot of Hunter's anti-air just went down. 14 hydras versus 16 oracles. That's a fucking disaster waiting to happen. He has to hang around his spore crawlers. He's got to use queens and spores to help hang on here. But if he can get that third base up, move some more spores down there like he's doing, he should be able to hang on. Florencio's economy is still rather shit. More fireworks going up, of course, whenever an expansion finishes. Fuck, I love that little add-in they put in. How many oracles we got, guys? 17 oracles, 3 more on the way. 36 probes are out, 41 drones. Oh, the oracles are just gonna fucking dive. It's laser orgy time, and it looks like the floor is gonna be carpeted in dead Zerg. Holy shit, that was disgusting. That moment where you think, maybe I got a chance in this game, and then you leave your hydras out in the open, and the oracles just dove on that opportunity. They were waiting for that for so long. And suddenly, knocked back to no anti-air except a couple of spores and queens. Hunter is deep in desperation town at this point. Has to just tuck his head in and try and recover. Now Florencio, whenever the opportunity to tech switch and win the game comes out, remember, Florencio's answer is always to keep doing more of the same thing. Wait, no, what's this? 3, 4 gateways gonna go down. Doesn't even have a cyber core right now. He's just gonna make some unupgraded zealots. The transition, which I feel like Florencio almost consistently does at the 17-minute mark. He's also gonna take his third base in the top left like a legend. He's gonna try and come into the main. There's way too many spores there. I don't think this is worth engaging into. I mean, he can isolate individual spores, and that's acceptable, but... Oh, wants to take out the lair. The hydras are being lured into the open here, but the oracles were already a bit bruised. I don't think he's got the energy. Yeah, he's... Oh, no. Florencio, only half of those oracles have energy. You got to get out. Oh, no. Get out of there. Sewer Mermaid sipping his brandy, laughing manically as he just fucking slowly grinds this Zerg to dust. But there is a Spire transition on the way. Probably the last thing you actually want against a Stargate-focused Protoss. Probably would much rather get a whole bunch of spellcasters or just a massive hydras. The oracles come in, cancel that hatch, take out the drone. Did, of course, waste a lot of energy on that. He's got to be careful with this. His oracles are really low on energy right now, and as much as these hydras should not be out of the map, the hunter is about to become the hunted if he doesn't respect this oracle army. They have lasers. You've seen what happens, you fucking madman. Oh, no. Oh, actually, nope. Thankfully, Florencio didn't have energy on 2/3 of those oracles still, so he gets massacred. Florencio, not paying attention to his energy count, takes a dip into this shit himself. He's a sewer mermaid, so he's going to quickly paddle out of that, starts building unupgraded zealots, no warp gate. Twilight Council goes down, more and more oracles building up. All that wasted energy to kill that hatchery in the bottom right came back to bite him in the ass there. Suddenly, this base is in trouble. He's ran his probes away, which is definitely good. He's got a few zealots coming in as well. He's going to try and dive. A couple of random corruptors come in. They don't have a lot of damage, though. The oracles, this time they've all got energy. The hydras do a disappearing act. The oracles will clean up most of this army. The roaches and ravagers still standing there. It's a roach ravager corruptor with a few random hydras mixed in now. He stargates. That is his only production. Florencio, if he loses this, he's in trouble. Is he going to rebuild in the top left? I don't know. He's still got a lot of oracles out. They can do economic damage. But this is dangerous. This is the only shit he can build units out of other than his gateways right now. He's going to make charge. He's going to chrono boost it and start just building zealots out of these gateways, which I guess can get the job done if you've got an even economy. But right now, Hunter has rebuilt the third and saturated that. A fourth is about to be mining as well. Hunter is doing really well to get back in this game. Just has to be worried about whatever crazy tech switch Florencio brings out. The oracles are still a big danger as well for these hydras. The corruptors need to stay there. The corruptors just get the fuck out of there. Lazy pieces of shit. You were meant to be taking care of the ground units. They come back. They will manage to take out 2 of the oracles. but a whole little pack of Roach Hydra goes down. This Corruptor count, you know, it looks quite nice, but they don't attack ground units, and yet more and more Corruptors are on the way. Hunter just keeps building them up. We've also, of course, kept 2 Stargates alive, so we saw what happens when Chad Rays manage to enter the field. Corruptors take a trip to Dicktown. Hunter searching around. Corruptor's going to come out. The Oracle's getting caught. Uh-oh. The one Oracle does go down. The Oracle's going to kind of move down south now. They find a pack of drones. That's a line of drones. And now it's just a line of bloody corpses. Another Oracle does go down in return for that. But not too bad. More gateways are on the way. Still no warp gate. But there's 11 Zealots ready. There's only 10 Hydras on the map. A Zealot smashes the shit out of a Hydra in a head-to-head fight, guys. Charge is done. The Zealots have just slipped on their brand new Nikes. They are ready to go fucking charge into the face of the opponent. And they find 2 Hydras out on their own. These 2 Hydras there also getting isolated. Oh shit, these Hydras are getting messed up. The Corruptors aren't able to attack ground units. Hunter's frantically trying to micro his little heart out, but does manage to take down those few Zealots. The Zealots split up. The Spine Crawler on the southern base is going to go down as well. The Zealots here not really syncing up. The Oracles are going to try to come in and engage those Hydras, but the Spore Crawlers are there. The Hydras manage to consolidate. The Corruptors just destroy those Oracles. Uh-oh. This Zealot, though, did manage to take out a couple of workers. Did a little bit of damage, but Florencio down at half of his opponent's supply. I mean, surely now, with all of his resources gone, he's building unupgraded Stalkers. It's the worst pound-for-pound unit in the entire game of StarCraft 2, the Stalker. It does a little bit of everything, but it doesn't do anything well. The Stalkers are coming out. Just unupgraded Stalkers, 6 at a time. I mean, Corruptors aren't going to help. So if he can get enough Stalkers, so that he's got 1 Stalker for every Roach, every Hydra, maybe? Maybe, but I don't know. This looks fucked up right now. These Stalkers don't even have Blink. There's a Templar Archives on the way. That could make some shit happen. He's given up on the air units, has Mr. Florencio. The Roach Hydra is going to come forward. These Stalkers, he throws the controller to Neeb. He says, Neeb, micro your heart out. Keep me alive, Neeb. Neeb's like, fuck, man. You ever try to micro Stalkers without Blink against Roach Hydra and with an Xbox controller? He's trying his best to set up a concave, but he's realizing there's just too much Roach Hydra. He has to fall back. He's just going to have to keep engaging and disengaging to buy time. There's a lovely wall of cannons there that will be able to keep this production alive. He knows he can't abandon the production, so he's just harassing this army from the rear. Goes in, takes a few shots, pulls back. Goes in, takes a few shots, pulls back. Neeb working his magic with this Xbox controller. He's gonna do some more damage. Oh, okay, these Stalkers, though, they do get trapped a little bit. One of them getting very low. The cannons, though, working their damage down. He's wearing this army down. Fucking Neeb with the Xbox controller showing he is going to be able to help Florencio stay in this game. He's still at about half the supply, but he's got a gigantic gas bank. Storm starts. More gateways are going down. Hot damn. I mean, if he can get Storm out, Stalker plus Storm is going to be fine against Roach Hydra. Roach speed only now starting up. +1 carapace starting. Remember, this is +2 Roach Hydra as well. They've got great attack upgrades. The Corruptors, they really should be splitting off at this point to go unload their bladder on a unit, but Hunter hasn't been scouting. He doesn't know about this base in the top left. And meanwhile, Florencio just dives across the map. He goes for a counterattack. He's like, fuck you, buddy. I'm going to kill one of your hatcheries. Dives in. Of course, Hunter turns his entire army around to try and defend this. But you got to remember, Florencio's addicted to a little thing called recall, baby girl. He can get out of there at any moment with that recall. The Stalkers aren't even going to use it. He's going to show patience for once and actually just withdraw. Luring this army, though, to the top left-hand side of the map could be problematic. There's no cannons up there yet. Oh, Blink is starting. What the fuck? And he's chrono boosting it. He's got Psystorm. It's just 20 seconds from finishing. It's almost there. Psystorm is almost ready. He's got High Templar up here. Look at the control groups, guys. Look at the control groups. Nope, they're not going to show up for me. Okay. Oh, he doesn't have one. He lost his main base. It's definitely Florencio. He just has no control groups. That's fucking fantastic. I'm like, what? I was going to say his whole army's on 1 key. Then I'm like, wait, this is Florencio we're casting, man. This isn't like a normal player. This guy doesn't use control groups. He doesn't constrain himself with pleb mechanics, like putting his army on a hotkey. He fucking just boxes shit. He F2s, he A moves. He's still not using warp gate. At the 24-minute mark, we got Stalkers building all over. We've got Blink. Zealots coming in on the north side. The Spine Crawlers are going to hold on for now, but they're actually bleeding out. They're not getting fed that nutritious food they normally get from the creep spread. They're starting to bleed out. We're going to take a look back there. The Roach Hydra veering down in the south, but it's very afraid of the cannons behind there. Oh, the hatchery finishes just in time. Fireworks, and a whole bunch of Spine Crawlers get to survive. Fucking grievously wounded, but they will barely live. The Roach Hydra is still veering around this map. It's all going to be about the Psy Storms, of which there's about 400. More and more Stalkers are coming out. There's Blink almost finished, which I can't wait. I don't know if I've ever seen Florencio upgrade Blink, guys, but I can only imagine it's going to be glorious watching this absolute wizard showcase how to use one of the most micro-intensive and, like, finicky abilities in the game. Like, how does he use this? It's going to be incredible to watch. The cannons, the Stalkers trying to defend, but the Roach Hydra arcing in from all sides. The Stalkers counterattacking on the other side of the map. The High Templar just having a bit of a party up there as well. He recalls his units to safety and re-expands to the left-hand side. Florencio, happy to take the sort of base trade, forgets about the High Templar. He's moving into this natural, though. Uh-oh, the Stalkers blink out of there. He actually used that in what is a standard and logical fashion. I'm very confused right now. Definitely, probably is Neeb using the controller, I guess. I can't imagine that's Florencio. He blinked away from a battle? Bit confusing. This base will finally go down. A lot of the gateways have fallen, but there are 5 gateways and a Templar Archives up here in the top left-hand side. More Stalkers building, a ton of Psy Storm in this army. And let's see how Florencio handles this engage. A juicy Storm lands on the Roach Hydra, chases with a blink. That's what I want to see. I want to see more blinking on top of Roach Hydra. It's what most of us would consider a terrible idea. Florencio drops 6 storms, does the damage of what 1 storm could have achieved. Impressive play. Uh-oh, there's a sandwich though. Uh-oh, there's a sandwich coming around the left-hand side. A slice of light rye bread coming in. He starts to bust through. The whole grain on the right-hand side is crumbling. Drops some storms on the light rye. The rye is falling apart. It's soggy, it's moldy, but the High Templar are starting to fall. And that's it. The sandwich was good. The roaches, the hydras, those pieces of bread wrap around that Protoss sandwich, slaps it together. They almost got broken through by the spiky ingredients in that sandwich, you know, the fucking mayonnaise and cheese sauce and everything that Florencio has in his army. But in the end, it's enough. And Hunter says offensive GG. Oh, after weathering the storm, the shit show that is a game against Florencio, Hunter fucking furiously typing GG, basically saying, get the fuck out of my game. And Florencio throws out a few love hearts, says, well played, brother. Sewer mermaids don't get mad, man. We cheese, we have fun. We don't get mad. GG, well played. Another loss. Holy shit. Back-to-back loss episodes. Florencio, my man. Some amazing high-level games. My favorite part, as always, looking at Twitch chat after I cast the Florencio Files, and I get to see, you know, a lot of people out there in Gold League, Platinum League. They're like, these guys are so shit. Bronze League heroes. Bronze League heroes. There's a few guys in Silver out there who are like, these guys are so bad. There's that one dude who's never played ladder, but he's watched a lot. So if he did play, he would be, you know, high diamond, low masters for show. No worries, guys. Just remember Florencio's Masters 1. You can check out his stream. It's linked in the YouTube description below. It's linked in Twitch chat as well. Give him a follow. Have some fun. If you enjoy StarCraft, causing you to vomit on yourself rather than play a macro game. Thanks for hanging out, guys. That's all for now. I love all of you. Catch you guys next time.